every day 4 o'clock in the morning I used to wake up. I used to go around IIT Madras. I used to put those boards. I buy houses, my phone number. And then 10 days in line, I did the same thing. And on the 10th day, I received this particular call from this particular guy who lives in OMR. So this particular person, he told me, I am leaving to US, I want money, I'm ready to sell my house at a lower price. And then, fine, I got this particular person who is ready to sell his house at a lower price. And then, it's finding the buyer. I went to each Facebook group, tried finding which is the most active Facebook group, and started posting over there, and not just posting, but actually communicating with the people who are engaging in this particular community. And then I asked each one of them, I messaged each one of them, I have this particular house, I feel it is profitable, I feel it will work for you, will you buy it?
Vamsi is actually the 5th year student of IIT Madras. So, Vamsi actually became a Facebook friend of mine first, 5-6 years back. And then he came to office. That was, I think, it was the first year. So I thought he was joking about, taking up a career in real estate, being the first year student of IIT. So I said, one more time you visit my office, I will call your parents and tell them. And he is very seriously into using digital tools to enhance his business. And incidentally, he is also doing my Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter for my company, Connect Property Management Services. And he has now become a member of CREAA, and I'm sure that we can all directly call him and use his services.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, CREAA. So, just before getting into the tactical part or the how to do part, I just want to set a plot for this entire conversation and see where we need to take this particular conversation over here. I'll just tell you a small story about me so that you will be able to get a background around who I am. So, first in my 9th class, I used to flip pens actually, expensive pens. So I used to take this pens called Parker pens, all these pens, and I used to just put new refills. I used to sell to my friends. This is what I used to do for my entire 9th class. There was a point of time. I like this particular girl. So being a shy guy, I was not able to confront her. I was not able to tell her that I like her. So then, what did I do? I went to the internet shop around me and I logged on to this website called FACEBOOK, Facebook.com. And then I opened her profile. I saw there was a message called message button over there. And I immediately clicked on that one and I clicked, I like you. The moment I saw that, and immediately there was a tick box over there that she has seen the message. That particular moment, the moment I saw that she saw the message, I got this light bulb moment over here. That if this particular girl, who being a very shy guy and very scared to confront her, if I could deliver this particular message to her, I could actually deliver a lot of messages to the people around the world at any point of time. These people might be, it can be whoever person it might be. It can be top class entrepreneurs. It can be people around the globe who have top-notch profiles. So I had it in my mind, at back of my mind, and I was thinking like what to do. Okay, fine, we just do it. And then I entered my 10th class and I was thinking. And at that point of time, 21st March 2012, I still remember, I saw the first iMac. I saw the first iMac, the first Apple computer for the very first time, and I started loving that particular design over there. And then, after looking at that particular design, I started hating Steve Jobs because I really, from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to build that could beat Apple. So that was what I was having on my mind. And then I felt, okay, fine. If at all, I want to really build a company based upon technology, we need to have a lot of capital, which we all people know. So in order to have that particular capital, I started looking at various sources, and one source was stock market. And then for the next 3 years, I studied completely about stock market, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger and all the people whom I could read about. And after reading, I started investing at the age of 17 in stock market. And my father gave me 13,000. I invested those 13,000 into stock market. In couple of months, not even couple of months, in 1 month it turned out to be 15,000. And then I decided, portfolio is really small. 15,000 is nothing for you people, I feel. So 15,000, really small amount. I felt I need to do something over here. And then by that time, I already read 3 to 4 books of Donald Trump, the real estate mogul of US. So then I felt, why don't I follow this guy's path? And then I started looking, how could I enter real estate? That was the question. So what I did was, I put in some 500 rupees. I bought cardboard sheets. I cut them into 18 into 24 pieces. I mean 18 inch into 24 inch pieces. And then put an yellow color paper. And on that I used a permanent marker and I wrote, I buy houses, and I wrote my phone number. Every day I used to go to bus stop. For 1 week in line, I saw there, where are the people looking at? While they were waiting for the bus in the bus stop. And I was trying to understand where their attention was at that point of time while waiting for the bus. It was in front, few people were looking at the side, few people were looking at the traffic signal. And every day 4 o'clock in the morning I used to wake up. I used to go around IIT Madras. I used to put those boards early 4 in the morning. I used to go and put those boards over there. I buy houses, my phone number. And the specific reason why I used yellow was, yellow is more visible, yellow is more attractive. And then 10 days in line, I did the same thing. And on the 10th day, I received this particular call from this particular guy who lives in OMR. So this particular person, he told me, I am leaving to US, I want money, I am ready to sell my house at a lower price. And then, fine, I got this particular person who is ready to sell his house at a lower price. And then, it's finding the buyer. I went to each Facebook group, tried finding which is the most active Facebook group, and started posting over there. And not just posting, but actually communicating with the people who are engaging in this particular community. And then I asked each one of them, I messaged each one of them, I have this particular house, I feel it is profitable, I feel it will work for you, will you buy it? And then this particular person from Coimbatore actually said, okay. But since I was a naive and dumb guy at that point of time, I went to my home, told him the address, told him the phone number, everything, asked him to visit the house. If he liked the house, ask him to send the money. That's what I did. And then, after 20 days later, he sent me the money. That's how I made my first deal. And then, I met Mohan sir. So he was the person who actually encouraged me to do a lot of things, I can say. And then later on, so I do know that a lot of people over here have enough budget or marketing budget not to post in 99 acres, Magic Bricks, or whatever websites or whatever sources they are, or it might be even the print media. But being a person who didn't have any sort of budget or any kind of things to do in mind or didn't even know how to do them, the only thing I knew was Facebook. Because first of all, it is free. That's the only thing which I know. And second thing, it was having your attention. See, I don't know what you people have on mind, but this particular thing, this 5.5 inch screen thing is actually having your attention. No matter what. If you people might be thinking that the society is actually looking at their phones and it's a bad thing. But irrespective of what happens, this particular 5.5 inch screens are within your arm reach at any point of time. How many of you agree? Don't you? So, even now, if you are bored with my talk, the only thing you'll be doing is looking at your phone, right? So so I felt that is the only thing I could do. And since that is enterprise attention, where the cost is very low for posting, for advertising, and on the other terms, it is free as I told you. And on the other hand, it is being used by everyone. And it's a single stream. Whenever you go onto the road, and there's a lot of noise over there, billboards, radio, everything. But on Facebook, it's a single stream. That's the only thing I knew. And I started creating content on Facebook. And since then, I cracked only 2 deals, which was after a lot of hard work. This time it didn't happen with a lot of ease actually. But then I actually posted content in such a way. I started from very basic content actually, where I was the only person in that particular video. And later on, I started making sure that I was trying to grab the attention of as many people as possible. So then I started changing my thought process. No matter what, you're selling property, you're selling cattle, you're selling socks, you're selling shoes, no matter whatever you're selling, the first thing you need to do is grab that particular person's attention and deliver the message that you want to deliver. That's how it works. That's how I started understanding after reading hundreds of books and trying whatever I'm doing right now. And then I started doing this particular show called Getting Real with Real Tycoon, where I started trying to get entrepreneurs to talk on my particular show. And having the social media thing as the only platform, what I started doing was I started getting people from local entrepreneurs, and luckily I made sure that I could reach even people who are also the Asia's topmost influencers. So people including the director of Mahendra Sanyo also has come to my show. So that is the power of social media. It wasn't because I was cool guy, it wasn't like I was handsome, it wasn't like I was talking good things. It was because I was early to the platform. It was only because I was the only guy who was doing on these particular platforms on such kind of activity. So when it comes to the platforms, whatever you take, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Snapchat, all these platforms are actually storytelling platforms. And that's the reason why most of the marketers and salespeople fail in these particular platforms. I'll tell you the reason. The biggest mistake I feel everyone in this particular room, including me, I have done is we don't act the way that we are actually being. Suppose, if at all, I'm trying to sell shoes, and you open a random website, any website, and you see a pop-up ad of shoes. How many of you are excited to go and click on that particular thing? None. And what are we doing? We are actually excited about posting our property in the various websites where people's attention is not at all there. That's the biggest mistake we are doing. And other thing, the social media marketing, whatever, I'm not a technologist, I'm not a digitist. It's all about grabbing the attention and delivering the message. So there are various things that you need to take care of each platform. For example, right now, if at all you take WhatsApp, you open WhatsApp in order to text people who actually texted you. You're not excited to open WhatsApp to see sales messages. You yourself are not excited to see sales messages. How many of you are excited again? See, none of us are actually excited for the things that we are doing, and we actually feel that people should actually care about what we are doing. That's where ego comes from. So then when I started doing this particular show, I actually started doing it I started hustling for this particular show because I need to understand how people are actually behaving. So I started posting content continuously. I started posting it in different formats in order to understand what platforms are actually meant. When you see LinkedIn is actually a platform where you actually need to deliver B2B messages, or making it more simplified, or making it in more detail. On LinkedIn, we actually can text people. You need to talk about business, and you can't post your selfie and tell them that this is what my latest selfie is, which you shouldn't be doing, but a lot of people are doing. And on Facebook, you can't actually post directly this particular property is available, will you buy? See, when I texted that particular girl, I like you, in the very first message, what do you think is running on her mind? Who is this particular creep? That's what runs in people's mind. The moment, without giving any context, without telling who you are, without giving any sort of information or any context, the moment you tell them, unless he's really desperate to buy that house, That's okay. I don't feel people will be excited to do that. And one more thing which I want to point out is the only reason every one of us are excited to be part of CREAA is because the brand. CREAA has got a brand value that we try to attach us to ourselves, and that's the reason we are being a part of CREAA. CREAA is bigger than any one of us. And the moment we're actually doing the storytelling part on all these platforms and trying to build a brand and working on marketing part, I understand every one of us in this particular room are working on transactions. It does matter, and it is one of the biggest thing that actually runs the economy of entire real estate. But besides that, few more things that are running in the field of technology is Amazon. So hope everyone is aware of Amazon. So I'll tell you a small story about Amazon. Amazon, about 15 years ago, was helping a company to sell laptop stands. And 10 years later, Amazon started selling the same laptop stand, the same design, for half a price. It killed the business. And later, the entire series, grocery stores, they bought Whole Foods, a $9 billion company, and started destroying every other grocery company in US. And right now they are entering health insurance and health sector company. And similarly, if you take cabs, so if at all you take cabs, the local individual drivers or small rental companies were actually pretty happy, were running their cabs, they were making money, so everything was good, everything was going good. And then Ola came up, Uber came up. They started destroying the business of these people, and at the end of the day, they had to join Ola and Uber. Similarly, with the retail stores, Flipkart. See, technology is evolving at every point of time, and we need to make sure that we are being a part of that particular revolution and we are not getting killed by that particular thing. The reason why I actually stressing about the digital platforms is because since the attention is everywhere over there, it doesn't see every idiot is actually joining real estate just for making money. You do know that. Like every small guy, even just for part-time, he's entering real estate, he's making money, which is actually highly unprofessional. And we are people who are actually trying to do it in a professional way. But the brand value, the storytelling part is actually missing, and I don't feel we're actually reaching the consumers whom we actually need to reach. For suppose, there's a person who is actually focused on Adyar and knows only Adyar, he does real estate only in Adyar. If at all, that particular person starts talking about Shishya school right now, because right now people are trying to join their children in their school. That's where people's attention is. People are trying to search in which school they should join their children. So the moment you talk about Shishya school, because it is in Adyar, you know about Adyar, you know about the school, that's how you actually prove them that you are an actual broker who is actually aware of the entire area, the entire demographics, and really care about your children. Brand is about actually caring people. The moment you start caring about people through your social media, because if you do the one-on-one calling part, they will actually start treating you as a proper salesman. The moment you start doing the social talk, because people are open enough to accept you on the social platforms, the moment you start doing that and start building the brand, your brand will do the one-on-one sales. So I'm not actually trying to undermine anyone, but I just want to give a small example. So if you take Hanu Reddy Realty, I don't have any connection with Hanu Reddy Realty, that's a different thing. So if you take Hanu Reddy Realty, what I have observed is, those people actually started building a brand or started to market in such a way that lot of people who actually try to enter real estate try to be part of that particular organization, because first of all they can gain experience, and second thing is they can actually use the brand value of that particular organization, because they have built enough brand that you need not do the hard work. Not, I don't mean any wrong way, but you need not do that level of hard work if at all you're doing it as an individual, or you can be a part of CREAA, because you can use the brand value of CREAA and actually build your business. So I feel I actually gave you a context about what the technology part is. Hope I'm able to do that. So I just want to make sure if you have any doubts or any questions, it can be even a random question or anything about me, even me, you can actually plug and ask me in case you have any questions.
Happy to hear what I mean.